a pool that was also a kitchen was so cool. And when we did our first take, they told us it was going to be a little trickle. And then we did it, and there was like a waterfall of water.
Oh my God, you guys, amazing!
It was crazy.
There's an amazing stills photo of Patty just like climbing into my arms.
It makes the whole thing feel more visceral for us, and I don't mind because it's sort of where the characters are, so it helps me track where I am in the story. So I love getting to actually do the things and get dirty, literally.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
The water. You know, because of the beautiful, exhilarating proposal of this being practical, we knew there was going to be some trials ahead, not only in the story, but for us as a group. So yeah, did I think I would be sliding down a lube slide with Patti LuPone out of a stove into this set? No.
I was saying to Jack, it's literally like being a part of the Goonies. Like watching the Goonies as a kid, I would be like, that's what I want to do. I want to get on the waterfall. I want to see the pirate ship. I want to go on the water.
I didn't warn people that I was gonna scream. In my mind, I was like, oh, I'll just scream as the character. And like, because I'm so like put together and prissy, I would hate this. And so I slid down and then like crawled through the mud, and I was like coughing and I was like hating it. But I didn't realize that the people behind the camera were concerned. Like they were like, are you okay? And I was like, yes, I was acting. I was acting.
It was glorious to shoot. It was amazing. And then they realized that poor Mrs. Hart is dead because the consequences are very real on the road.
What if we try to summon a backup Green Witch?
There is so much that could go wrong.
What did you do?
Heard you were having a party.
How did you?
I was in the neighborhood.
Agatha recognizes me and was like, oh, brother, like, here she is again. But this time I'm in full Green Witch form. And the other coven members don't know who I am.
What's up?
They just think I'm some kind of badass Green Witch that just rolled up on a motorcycle or something. And I'm kind of freaky and kind of weird. And I'm like, you know, scaring Lilia.
Awkward.
Patty and I, like, kind of created this dynamic where it's like, out of nowhere, I'll be like, ah! And she'll be like, ah!
Just kidding.
The stakes are really different for my character because I can't really die because I am death. It allowed me to have a lot of fun on the road because there's so many scenes where they're fighting for their lives and I'm in the background reading a magazine or eating flowers or whatever I do because I'm like, I'm just gonna watch the show, baby. This is fun.
What a scary bitch. Here we go again.
We have just passed the first trial, and we are now in the fire trial, and we are in what looks to be a recording studio.
When I first saw the set, I was like, I want all this in my house. Everything is so cool. The furniture, the pictures.
One of the major influences of this set was an architect named Bruce Goff, who was an American architect who came up in the 40s but did most of his work in the 50s and 60s that had a really cool organic architecture style that combined different elements like this natural stone and the woodwork and some of the crazy stained glass that you see in here. This is one of the sets as well where we're trying to keep on point with our colors, our oranges and reds and yellows to kind of bring out that fire theme even before we get into the trial itself.
Dreams coming true. This is my sort of sneaky way of making a psychedelic record-producing, weird Suspiria type film. I sort of sneaked it into the show. This is unreal. It's so fantastic.
Don't drink anything, don't eat anything, don't touch anything.
The recording studio looks were just truly some of my favorite.
This is crazy.
The development of Agatha's look was really fun. We started with some classics like Fleetwood Mac and Patti Smith, trying to find this witchy softness.
Check me out.
Rio's costume is a wonderful blend of Lady Death and the Green Witch. So having these little black sequined flowers all over this netted material really felt like the right choice.
I believe mine was inspired by Cher. I've got like lace and diamonds, which is how I feel most comfortable.
I'm so happy with the way that Jen Kale's costume has come out. We looked at all kinds of references.
My look is very Donna Summer, Minnie Riperton, Diana Ross. It's just a smattering of greatness.
Everybody really owned it. I'll never forget Joe just strutting towards me, and I was like, look at you.
Oh my God.
I love it.
When we've put this satin pants with this furry jacket, it just really all came together. I really thought that this was a fun way for him to sort of lean into more swagger.
We all have been magically transformed into 70s rock amazingness.
Patty as Liza Minnelli just killed me. I'm thinking of the Liza costume with those eyelashes. No, it was so crazy.
I always knew that I wanted to see her in some sort of fabulous coat, so it was as if the road was transforming her road witch coat into this.
It's hard not to feel incredible. I mean, it's awesome. It's like this does half of the acting for you.
The road isn't subtle.
With Alice, we pulled all kinds of influences from like John Lennon and Yoko Ono, and there was also a little bit of like Steven Tyler in there.
Seriously, we're an album cover waiting to happen.
I had a drum instructor for weeks. They lent me a drum set, so I had a drum set in my living room for the last couple months, and I was banging away on that drum set.
Ali is playing the piano, but Ali plays piano, so it's great. Aubrey's been doing the drums, and she's great at drums. And I'm on the guitar, and I can't play guitar. I played guitar for like 6 months when I was 10, and then never since. And so it's been going okay.
It's a coven that's constantly trying and often failing to harmonize. And so the idea that they really truly do look like a band was essential.
The Salem Seven is actually the daughters of the coven that Agatha killed in WandaVision. They've been hunting her ever since.
We each get to play a different animal. I'm the owl, and there's a snake, a fox, a coyote, a raven, a rat, and then there's vertebrae.
We had quite a selection of animals today. The forest of the trees are good in some ways. It does make them a little more comfortable, but for like the snake and the rat, there's a lot of little hidey holes, so that can be a little bit of a challenge.
Seeing the fox in real life, I had to take some things that were liberal fox movements and incorporate that with being like a feral witch.
When we're apart, we're these creatures, but when we're together, we're quite powerful and we move as one.
They hired dancers who contort their bodies, so we built these costumes with fabrics that stretch. This silhouette is really close to the silhouette that would have been in the 1690s of Salem. So we sort of tried to anchor ourselves in that period.
If you look closely, there's like details that are different. Mine is a little more frayed and feather-like looking. My headpiece has like bones and feathers in it. And like the snake, she has like kind of a snake skin looking thing. And we have like transformed skirts that go over our head like a hood. And it creates all these different shapes. And we're able to do some cool movements of the whole together. And it's pretty creepy.